The map shows 4 phases of conservation work on the fort palaces. Initially, work began in 1993 and the present phase of East Gardens started in 2012. With fountains playing at most strategic locations and the reflections created in the water bodies, the space now feels alive, flourishing, appealing, and enchanting. Recently, in 2013, this project was shortlisted for the Aga Khan Awards of Architecture. In 2002, it was the recipient of the Award for Excellence by UNESCO, Asia Pacific. It is the first project in India to get this honor. Ranvas is the adaptive reuse part of the project. Personalized, private living quarters are now living areas for visitors. Conserved and reused, these 10 havelis are on their original footprint, worked upon with the traditional methods and materials like lime plaster on the facade. The low-height construction and receding skyline make an interesting visual composition. The new swimming pool, fountains, and vegetation complements the dry atmosphere. New facilities inserted with discretion create the comfort with the ambience. The period furniture is befitting and adorned with color-coded red, blue and green Indian printed textiles. The extended shamiana from the Baradari imparts a flavor of historic India often seen in the miniatures of the time. Now in Abha Mahal, the horizontal and vertical chaddars have running water by a motorized circulation system. Water flows through the fish-scale designs of the vertical chaddars and ends into a central fountain with recycled water. Horizontal chaddars, which dissects the floor, are next to perform. As the water starts to play, a silent drama of 3 wavy patterns and sounds is created, as if day has awoken from deep slumber. New life is infused in the double-height interiors of the palace. The plan shows the various experiences which are built along the journey. The access from the aqueduct wall of East Garden is connected through the inside of Abha Mahal, over the sedimentation tank and all the way to the center of the Jharoka of Bhakt Singh Mahal. Abha Mahal is now very similar to its historic ambience. Abha Mahal's hammam's Kodi plaster is now cleaned and historic natural light is restored. Hot and cold water lines are identified and more work is required to make it functional. Through the research of the last 20 years, 101 fountains have been found in the complex. Gardens in both main courts have fountains, almost in their centers, pulling the eye like a focal point. That way, the lime-finished hard courts have a soothing effect and remain cooler without green vegetation, as a microclimate is created. Vegetation was difficult to grow except in smaller areas in this part of the arid country. Deepak Mahal's oil lamp niches were restored after correcting its leaning wall. These oil lamps and a fountain create a wonderful atmosphere for performances. Here is the historic ambience, mystic lights, and soft sound of a fountain. Over time, we expect technology to aid us in our efforts to conserve this magnificent expression of Indian history. Computing aids like a point cloud scanning method was experimented with by a team from Ferrara, which documented Abha Mahal in 2 days, whereas it had taken us 3 months. The recent project of East Garden surprised us by the underground water channels, finished lime floors and an earthen pot. They dispel their drama into the night, which is captured in these shots. Contributing to the regional biodiversity, the gardens will be planned to encourage local and medicinal plants. Wall paintings are a characteristic feature of this fort. Each building has different styles of wall paintings. Hadi Rani Palace has most walls painted with female paintings. They have remained in good condition. These are being conserved by the Kotal Institute of London. Every year in February, MMT Jodhpur celebrates Sufi festival at the Nagaur fort in memory of local Sufi saints. The program encourages Sufi thoughts. With all gardens and water restored, the fort's partiality is well understood. This clip, taken on the 4th of February 2014, suggests the present status of the fort. All the fountains in both courts are playing. The beautiful light adorns interspersed enclosed and semi-open spaces through shadows. Having conserved the palaces, rejuvenated the gardens and fountains, adaptively reused the Ranvas, it culminated with the archaeological findings at East Gardens, leading to further research. The tents are generally pitched towards the northern side. The swimming pool, being on the west side, improves the microclimate of Ranvas. The interpretation room houses Nagaur Eye and the information panels. In 2010, a book titled Architecture of the Royal Camp, the Retrieved Fort of Nagaur was published for future reference.